Ah, we got some wombat poo. Ah, nice. I think I forgot to bring a spare kegs with me. That. That is very cool. Here we are. A little bit different to normal. We are here in sunny Tasmania. We're going to head out on the Walls of Jerusalem hike. So it's a 2 or 3 day walk up into sort of the middle of Tasmania, into the wilds. So yeah, come along, join the journey. This is the first little part of it. Got to come in and got to sign a little book just to let them know so they know who's in the area and what's going on. The trail we're going to be taking starts here. There's a bit of a climb through these areas. There's a campsite option there, wild dog, you can keep going through. There's a couple of peaks to hit if you're fancying it. Mount Jerusalem, which is at the far end here. Another campsite option, then we're going to come back via this probably tomorrow or the day after. So these are the sort of things we're kind of looking forward to seeing on this walk. Yeah, so it is lovely, very hot today, 28 degrees. Something Tasmania is quite hot on is looking after the wilderness and the nature they have here. So there are these little foot cleaning stations. So these are quite cool. You put your foot in, give it a little squeeze there, and then bring your foot back and give it a brush, and then you can swap over and give it a brush. Lovely. So just to stop the spreading around, but yeah, come and join us on this journey. Definitely not in Wales today. You can definitely tell that by the temperature. 28 degrees it was when we parked. So yeah, away to go. We've done the initial climbing up and out of the car park. We've got about 450 metres ascent until we get up onto the plateau. So we've probably done about 150, 200 so far. So just sort of slowly making our way up. And we're now officially entering the Walls of Jerusalem National Park. Pets and firearms are not permitted. So yeah, there you go. Future reference if you're bringing your pets and your firearms to the Walls of Jerusalem National Park. We are just making our way up through the woods, through this little eucalyptus forest, still mooching upwards. Looks like we're kind of going to last little climb now up onto the top, up onto the plateau, and then we're going to kind of follow this plateau then for a day and a half or so. So looking forward to that. Not much climbing once we're up, which will be good because it is hot. I was reading 28 degrees in the car, so yeah, toasty. I am sweating quite a lot, but I got my shirt on protecting my neck, and so I can roll the sleeves down to look after my arms if I need to as well. But yeah, just having plenty of jelly baby and water stops, and then hopefully get in the breeze once we get up higher. Just taking a little break next to this old trapper's hut. So like what was a big industry at one point was the fur trade. So furs from wallabies, possums, things like that. So this hut was originally built in the 1940s. So what they do is they'd come up and live out of the hut like this over the winter months, and then go snaring and trapping, snaring up on the plateau behind us here. So it's built by two brothers. So this would have been, by the looks of it, like a little bed platform down here, with a little table, and then this is where they'd have probably then had a fire, like a hearth or something, and dried the skins and all that sort of thing. Just trap it or snaring. I think it became illegal in Tasmania in the 1980s at some point. But it's mad, the timbers used here, so you can still see them here. They are just bits of it's just a log just cut into sections, just all the floor as well, and the walls are just the same. Yeah, it's pretty mad how rustic this is. Very cool though. So there's a few more of these huts, old trappers' huts, kind of dotted along the route as well, I think. So we might see a few more. It's quite a nice place to sit out the sun though, because it's hot. Lovely, yeah, lorry's off. We are heading to the walls. So 4 kilometres to the first campsite up this way. and then we're going to return back via Adelaide Lake that way tomorrow or the day after. So we've climbed up out the valley. We're just sort of on the precipice of leaving this eucalyptus forest now. It's quite good. It's nice to know as well that I think about 80% of the climbing for the next few days, I suppose unless we go and summit a couple of different peaks that are up on the plateau, yeah, the majority of our climbing's over and done with now, which is nice. Hopefully we'll get out and into the wind soon as well, because it's very hot. I can hear it, you can see the trees moving, you can hear it, you can see it in the clouds, these feathery wispy clouds showing there's wind high up, but as of yet we can't really feel it. So it's still quite hot and sticky down in the woods. We're moving well. Just stopped for a quick snack. There he's down there making the way. We're up on the sort of plateau now, kind of following these ponds along. It's bloody beautiful. We've just stopped to rehydrate, refuel, and to get some sun cream on. The ozone layer is what filters a lot of the solar radiations, like the UVA, UVB that comes through, whereas in where we are here in the southern hemisphere in Tasmania, that ozone layer is a lot thinner, so you get burnt really quickly and easily. So like you can see today, there's not really any clouds in the sky, just those high level cirrus clouds. So yeah, I imagine the UV level is humongous, like a 12 or something, you know, whereas for us in the UK, like a high UV might be an 8 or something like that, you know. So yeah, the UV level here is really high, so it's just making sure we're keeping ourselves topped up and going, also keeping the fluids and the energy levels up. Not carrying tons of water with us, just because there's pools like this kind of dotted around, and we'll be passing some little streams in a bit. So we've got a little hollow fibre filter with us, so we can filter water, just because that's generally the heaviest thing you carry, really, you know, is the water. So we've carried, I think, 1.8, 0.9 litres of water each. Yeah, oh, look at that, lovely little place. Yeah, so a couple of Ks now, and we'll be there's 2 campsites we can potentially stay at today. So the first one's in a couple of Ks, but it's still quite early, so we might look at just pushing on to the next one, you know. Yeah, I think the first one was only 6 Ks from the car park. It was quite like 500 metres ascent, I think, but about 6 Ks. So we've done all the climbing now. It's just quite flat, undulating terrain. So we might, nip on to the second campsite in a bit. And there's a lot of possums that live at the second campsite that try to steal your food. So it would be quite cool to see a possum. Haven't seen one for quite a few years, but I wouldn't want my food stolen. So we'll weigh it up once we get up there. But yeah, it is stunning. Just crossing these cool little boardwalks. This is Wild Dog Creek. So the first campsite, or our first camping option, is just ahead of us. We're going to go there. It's like 3 o'clock, and we've been going for just under 3 hours. So yeah, we're going to go up there, find some shade, have some fluid, and then decide if we're going to go on to the next campsite, which is about another 6 kilometres further on. So, you know, we're doing 3 to 4 kilometres an hour, so it wouldn't be too long for us to get to the other campsite. But this place is a really cool creek. Imagine you get loads of wombats and wallabies and all sorts of things hanging out here. Yeah, and then you got King David's Peak up there. So the it's called the we got some wombat poo. Nice. You can tell it's wombat poo because it comes out square and rectangular. Sweet. Yeah, you should definitely get wombats around here then. Sorry, back to what I was saying. Yeah, the area. So it's the walls of Jerusalem. So there's Mount Jerusalem is kind of one of our final destinations we're going to try and reach on the way, and it got that name from the first people that came here. Thought it looked like the walls of Jerusalem. So everything here's got, you know, a bit of a biblical theme to it. So we've just passed King Solomon's Jewels, which is a series of lakes and ponds and then yeah, we're kind of cracking on this Solomon's Peak, there's Jerusalem Peak, things like that. So we're just moseying along. It's a beautiful place. It's still very hot and sunny though. The wind's still there, but it's still not quite getting us. So yeah, just going to keep mooching. I'll keep you up to date. Lovely, we're just leaving the Wild Dog Creek campsite, and we're going to head over to the next campsite. It's like 3.5k and about 100 metres ascent, so it'll be about an hour and a bit for us, an hour and a half. So I think it's about 3:30 in the afternoon now. So yeah, just going to kind of keep cruising. Still lovely and warm. Oh, group booking. They got a place for groups to go and camp along here. That's quite cool. I assume it's just like a giant platform. What they've got here are like camping platforms. It's a big square things to keep you up off the floor. I assume it's to reduce the impact people having to make sure people stay in a spot rather than spreading out and kind of taking over the whole area. And I think with how popular this area is as well, I imagine you get some seriously high numbers of folks coming through here. Ah, there we go, we can see the group camping area just down in the creek down there. It's bloody lovely, that does. Nice. So yeah, a couple of Ks, little hour or two, and then we'll be at our destination. It's just starting to open up now. So we're on this boardwalk through all these bushes and stuff. Kind of been walking in some like eucalyptus forests and woods and stuff since up until this point. So it's yeah, quite nice seeing something different. Oh, it's windy here. We're just in this pass. I think that's our first glimpse of the walls of Jerusalem through there, or Camp Jerusalem through there. And then what's quite cool is there's Cradle Mountain. So we went for a day walk up Cradle Mountain yesterday. It's a bit of a warm up for this. So look at this now. Look at it. Beautiful little sort of high alpine valley. This is kind of what I thought all the walk was going to be like, a bit like this, but yeah, it's definitely nice. Yeah, so just out to the campsite. It'll be kind of towards the wall of Jerusalem, and then like tucked down in there somewhere is where we're going to be staying. We're still mooching around this lovely little sort of alpine feeling valley. Got Solomon's Lake there. Solomon's Throne, I think, is there. The temple. This is called the West Wall. Follow it now. Just handrail in the bottom there, and then our final point is heading through that little pass there, and then we'll drop down to our campsite. But it is absolutely lovely here. Look at that. Oh, a big cliff behind us. Stunning, and this very, very beautiful little valley we're mooching through. These boardwalks are fantastic as well. Oh, it's so nice. I think a couple of reasons I think they put them here. One, just to make it a little bit easier for folks. Another one will be to kind of stop the erosion, because everyone's following this one path, whereas lots of places in Wales and the UK where there aren't things like this, the trails end up getting wider and wider as more people walk them, and they'll be trying to avoid the muddy patches and stuff like that. So I think it's as a bit of a tool to make sure that people stay on the same little path. But it does mean you can poodle along at a lovely little rate. It's very nice. And then I think this is Bethesda Lake, just ahead of us here somewhere. So still got that biblical theme. Lovely. Looks like some quite good climbing actually up on the cliffs up here. I did have a quick look. There is a climbing guide for Tasmania, and there are routes up here, and there's some actually on Mount Jerusalem itself as well. So we'll be able to do some climbing somewhere like this, somewhere quite remote like this, but yeah, not today. Maybe one for the future. this little junction here. This is the final pass of the day. Got the junction heading up to Solomon's Temple. Our campsite is kind of onwards though, down this little saddle. So yeah, half a K or so and we should be at our campsite. So hopefully get a view of it in a second. It is lovely though. We've just spotted a load more wallabies chilling, eating. Oh, nice. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, drive. Oh god. This is fantastic filmmaking. There you go. Those brown smudges. I can't get the camera, won't quite focus on them. But here you go, some wallabies. They love these sort of grassy areas. They can eat there, and then there's plenty of undergrowth and trees and stuff for them to hide in during the day. What a lovely place to live though for them. We're on the sort of central plateau of Tasmania. So one of the reasons that the fur was so prized is because it gets so cold here in winter, so that's when the trappers would come up over winter and they'd go for wallabies and possums and things like that. So they had that real, because the animals would have had that real thick fur then, like a winter coat. This is lovely. Oh, lovely, yeah, we're back in this little sort of pine forest at the moment. Just making our way down last little bit into camp now. So I think we're only a couple hundred metres away, a few minutes, and we should be there. Get ourselves set up, and there is a little lake not far away, so maybe go and dip our toes in, it'd be lovely. We've made it. We're going to climb this tent platform here. So there's probably about another 15 tents kind of dotted around on these platforms around here. There's a bit of a cooking area over there. It's really nicely set up. There's a toilet and a bit of a water collection system here. So it's the water just comes rainwater down off the roof. Really nice toilet, to be fair. We've seen a wallaby. Apparently there's a good spot for wombats around the corner. And there's a bit of a swimming area just over here, so that's what we're going to do. Go for a quick dip, freshen up, and then and then we'll sort out dinner and tents and things like that in a bit. I've just been for a little dip in the water there, so just to wash my shorts and wash my kit off. It's fucking absolutely stunning here. You know, they got these rock peaks all around us. I think there's a high chance we're definitely going to see wallabies. I think we might even see a wombat here tonight somewhere. It's like ideal, loads of undergrowth for them to hide in. Nice grassy areas for them to graze, and then a lovely water source as well that I have now polluted a bit with my sweat and men. So I think I forgot to bring a spare Kex with me, so I've gone in my pants, washed my shirt, but I'll also probably hang up my pants up in a tree just so hopefully they'll be dry by tomorrow. So I've got a pair to wear for tomorrow. I think I've got socks with me, but yeah, just gonna have a little meander on the campsite just through there. It is lovely. Nice. We have we've had a swill. We've gone and collected a load of water, tents set up, dinner's on the go. We've got some super noodles. Where am I looking there? Super noodles with we've got some freeze-dried cheddar and then some salami sausage. I forgot the knife, so I'm having to do the old bite and spit method to cut the sausage apart to mix it in with the salami, with the noodles. But healthy, nutritious meal. I'm gonna have a little spoon I acquired. Don't need no fancy spork, a cheapy plastic spoon that I borrowed from a cafe. Get it all mixed in there. Lovely. Get that hot water releasing all the fat from the sausage. Beautiful. How's it doing, mate?
Good.
Lovely. It is 10 to 8 in the evening, so the sun's just kind of going down behind me over there somewhere. Clouds have come in, we've had a couple of little showers come through. So what I've decided to do is kind of come on a little bit of a wallaby slash wombat hunt to see what I can see. I've seen quite a lot of wallabies. Wombat is the one I really want to see. I haven't seen a wombat yet. So these kind of like open grassy areas, I've been kind of trying to follow these just to see if I can see anything. Oh, I can actually see a wallaby just down through the trees there, about 30 metres away. That's cool, just chilling out. I don't think it's heard me yet, or seen me. Just scratching itself. But it's just there. Very cool. So yeah, I'm going to go and just see what else I can see. See if we can get close to this one now. Doesn't care I'm here. Pretty close to it now. It's just munching away. Oh. I can spot the other one. There's another one there. It's even closer. I'm only a few metres away from it. They do not care at all that I'm here. Wow. Like 7 metres away from this thing. I can walk past it and I don't think it's going to go anywhere. There's the little ones in the bush in there now. Wow, they do not care at all. There's the little one in the bush just there. And the adults over there. Just munching away on some grass. Oh, that is so cool. It's pretty big to be fair to it. Wow, that. That is very cool. That is so cool. Alright, I've seen wallabies. Oh God, I just fell off. Time for some wombats. I can find some wombats now. Yeah, no other luck really apart from that little family of wallabies. So I'm just kind of on the way back to the campsite now, which is kind of over there somewhere. Yeah, so that is day one of the walls of Jerusalem. Bloody lovely.